My father put a fly rod in my hands when I was 6 years old. I don't think either of us knew what that moment would become. It started with a passion and grew into a life lived entirely on the water. I competed at 8 World Fly Fishing Championships, guided some of the most remote fisheries on the planet, the endless salt flats of the Seychelles, the wild, untamed rivers of Kamchatka, and eventually managed a lodge on the pristine bonefish flats of the Bahamas. Every role brought me closer to the water. Every destination left its mark. But through all of it, the one thing I always came back to was the rod in my hand. So I found a way to make that the whole story. Hosting groups across the world, building connections with people in the industry who started as peers and became something closer to family. 39 countries, each one a story, each one a privilege, and the list is still growing. My name is Christian Pretorius, born in South Africa, built by the water. This is the journey, the fish, the places, and the people who make it all worth it. Welcome to my journey. The Upper Paraná River doesn't whisper, it commands. A vast, sprawling body of water that stretches to the horizon and dwarfs everything around it. Every cast you make out here feels like it could be the one. The one that connects you to something truly enormous. But look closer. Beneath the surface, the river is alive with texture. Flowing water pushes over shallow sandbars, creating riffles and seams, buckets and edges, perfect shelter for the baitfish that call these flats home. And where baitfish gather, predators follow, legendary predators. The Golden Dorado, freshwater's most ferocious ambush hunter, built for these waters, patient, powerful, and explosive when it decides to move. Early mornings out here carry their own kind of magic. The river glassy and still, the distant roar of howler monkeys rolling across the water, the sharp call of toucans cutting through the jungle canopy. A scene so peaceful it almost makes you forget why you're here. And then, without a single warning, the flood erupts. Bait scattering, water exploding, chaos.
Oh, come on! Of course, that would happen.
And somewhere in the middle of it all, a golden flash that'll make your heart stop. Join me over the next 5 days as I take on the flats of the Upper Paraná with a single mission: to find and catch the biggest Golden Dorado this river has to offer. This is not a place for the faint-hearted. First impressions of Suindá Lodge? Wow. Perched right on the edge of the Paraná. The views alone are worth the trip. But this is Novus Waters, so of course, the food is incredible. The guides are already talking fish. And the lodge itself is exactly the kind of comfortable that makes you exhale the moment you walk through the door. We just got here, and the energy is already electric. Tomorrow cannot come soon enough. First morning, the alarm goes off before the sun even thinks about rising. And honestly, it didn't need to. Sleep was never really on the cards. The jungle already alive around us. The distant rumble of howler monkeys, the hum of the river, the smell of the morning air, thick, warm and wild. And then Paraná opens up in front of you, and you realize all over again just how big this place is. The skies begins to shift, deep blues giving way to burnt oranges and soft pinks. The colors bleeding out across the water in a way that makes you stop and just stare. You almost forget why you're here. And then you see the flats, stretching out in every direction, the sandbars glowing in the early light, the current pushing and weaving over them, creating a world unlike anything I have ever seen from the bow of a boat. Shallow, clear, alive. This is where the Dorado hunt. This is where we hunt. The rods are rigged, the flies are tied on. Whatever happens today, I'm excited where I am. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Flats fishing for Golden Dorado. That's cool, man. Here's the truth about hunting big Dorado on the flats. It's work. Real, honest, relentless work. The heat out here is something else entirely. It wraps around you and squeezes, and by mid-morning, you are running on adrenaline, sunscreen, and sheer stubbornness. The casting never stops, forearm burning, eyes locked on the water, looking for that shadow, that bow wave, that nervous flicker of movement that tells you something big is close. You change flies, you change angles, you listen to your guide and you trust the process even when the process feels like it's going nowhere. Because that's what this fishery demands. There are no shortcuts out here, no easy takes. The Dorado on these flats have seen pressure and they are not in the business of doing you any favors. How's this? Go. You know this fly?
Game changer.
But this thing is crazy. It kicks like.
Oh my god.
We can also try this. Should we try this one first?
You thinking good?
Yeah. It's also got a bead.
Also the hook in the back. Yeah. Alex.
Yeah. Let's try it. ¿Por qué no?
Oh, come on. Of course, that would happen. Ah!
Where did he go, you know?
Fucking big. Right there. 1 o'clock. Good. Slowly. Fucking big
Of course
fish.
that would fucking happen.
Fucking big fish, man.
We fuck around, that's what happens.
More on the left. 2 o'clock. 3 o'clock. 4 o'clock.
Just finish up our morning session. We're at Suindá Lodge. Beautiful place here on the Paraná River. You can just see it there in the back. Stunning fishery. Very unique as you fish for Golden Dorado on the flats, which is a very special thing. I obviously love Golden Dorado and I love flats fishing, and so this is where the best of kind of both worlds meet. And it's hard work. It's you got to be super quick, and you definitely need luck on your side. But yeah, we've had some cool opportunities. It's I definitely had a really cool opportunity this morning. Unfortunately, I was fucking around with my drone, and we had a pretty big fish come in and eat a sabalo right next to the boat. So it was very visual, very exciting to watch, but at the same time very frustrating, as I didn't get my fly in front of him in time. By the time my fly was in front of him, he was pretty busy swallowing a sabalo, so which is not ideal. Yeah, I mean, we could literally smell the oil from the sabalo as this fish was just busy chewing on it. So yeah, we are done with the first day. This is morning of day 2, and we're gonna have a little siesta, and we're gonna head back out this afternoon. I'm fishing with Lucas at the moment. Yeah, it's Suindá Lodge. and yeah, we're seeing some fish. So it's just a matter of time before we connect. We're gonna work hard. It's very rewarding fishing. We're seeing very big Dorado, so there's not many of them, but hopefully we can connect with one soon. Stay tuned.
I can see the dragonflies flying.
Let me rewind for a second, because I keep talking about the flats, and if you haven't experienced this kind of fishing before, I want you to understand why it has me so fired up. My journey with Golden Dorado started in northern Argentina, the Ibero marshlands. What an introduction. A healthy, thriving ecosystem teeming with wildlife and full of Dorado. Energetic, aggressive fish that will grab a fly without a second thought. It was intoxicating, but the fish were on the smaller side, and somehow that only made me want more. Then came Bolivia, more than once. A completely different world. Deep jungle, intimate, raw, and absolutely breathtaking. World-class sight fishing in some of the most remote and beautiful water I've ever stood in. Bolivia changed something in me. It raised the bar in every possible way. And then, the flats. Picture this. A vast, shallow expanse of water, just enough depth to keep the boat from touching bottom. Crystal clear. The current pushing gently over the sand. Bait fish scattering and regrouping. Nervous and exposed. This is where the Dorado come to hunt. And this is where we are waiting. What makes it so special and so brutally demanding is the speed of it all.
See anything or? Here.
When Dorado commits on the flats, there is no time to think. No time to gather yourself or take a breath. You see the fish, you make the cast, you strip, and it happens faster than any fly fishing scenario I've ever been a part of. Your body has to react before your brain even catches up. And then there's a luck factor, because out here, everything has to align. The cast, the angle, the fly, the strip, and a fish that decides just for a moment that it wants what you are offering. You can do everything right and still come up empty. That is the flats, that is the hunt, and that is exactly why I'm here. Alright, flats explained. Blank streak explained. You have been very patient and I appreciate it. But the talking is done. Somewhere out in the sandbar there's a giant Golden Dorado with my name on it. And I've kept you waiting long enough. Let's go get one.
Finally, hard work paid off, persistence. Got ourselves a beautiful Golden Dorado. We're gonna let it swim off, try get another one. Pablo, you're the man, thank you.
Amazing fish.
Morning of day 3 or 4. I don't know. I have lost track. We are fishing on the flats. Again, we're committing to the flats. We really want to try get a nice big boy on the flats. We got a glimpse of what it could be like yesterday. Got a beautiful fish on a popper. But yeah, fishing with Lucas today, and the water looks beautiful. It's a beautiful morning, nice and calm. It's just getting light. And I've missed some opportunities because I fucked around with my camera too much. So I'm gonna make this one short so we can keep fishing. But what a cool place, what a cool fishery. Being able to fish for these Golden Dorado on the flats, it's unbelievable actually. Being able to sidecast to them in very skinny water, more often than not they're pushing bow waves. So longer accurate casts and like very, very quick reaction is what you need. You kind of have to give them a fly before they find food. Find that before they eat a bait fish, you got to put a fly in front of them. So you don't have a lot of time, but extremely rewarding. It's a commitment, but yeah, it's a phenomenal way of fishing for these fish. So excited for the day. Let's see what we can get.
Back at it again. This afternoon we decided to come out to a sandbar, barefoot on the sand. It's literally, I gotta remind myself that I'm fishing freshwater every now and then. It's very much like flats fishing, but you got the jungle and howler monkeys screaming to remind you that you're very much not at the ocean. But yeah, we can see a lot of nervous water, a lot of bait fish, sabalo working in the shallows in front of us. It's dead calm. It is 103 Fahrenheit at the moment. It is extremely hot. This is a light shirt, so don't question the black shirt. But I probably could have made a smarter decision with my choice of attire this afternoon. Anyway, my room was very cold during my siesta, so I didn't think it through. Yeah, we're gonna wait for the sun to get a little lower, and then we're gonna stand on this beach and just wait. Those big fish should come. We saw some fish here this morning, and hopefully they're coming back. I've got a streamer, Lucas got a popper, so yeah, we're just gonna be patient, and hopefully we can get one of those true Suinda giants to hand. It's looking extremely good. So it's hot. It feels fishy. Let's hope all the stars align and we can convince one of those big fish. There's literally fish dying over there on the other side. Okay, let's get to it. Fingers crossed.
5 days, and just like that, time was almost up. We had fished hard, genuinely hard. Every morning, every evening session, every fly change. And we had been rewarded. A decent sized Golden Dorado that reminded me exactly why this fish has the reputation it has. But if I'm being honest with myself, I hadn't yet found my Paraná giant, and I knew it. Last day, one final shot at it, and today I was fishing alongside a legend, Pablo Chapero, a man who knows these flats like most people know their own backyard. And then it happened.
Nice cast, man.
Coming, coming, coming.
Yeah, man. Okay. Vamos, Cristian.
Vamos!
La puta que lo parió. Nice fish, man.
Keep it tight, keep it tight.
Yeah.
That's the one we wanted, brother.
That's a nice one.
Fish.
Clavado. 10 kilos, 200.
How much is that? 9 kilos?
10.
10 kilos. 10.50. A lot of hard work, time. The guides worked their asses off. Finally did it. Final morning. This is probably, I think, probably my biggest Dorado. On the flats, side fished, popper, as good as you can get. I mean, look at this thing. Unreal. Fish I'll never forget. Moment I'll never forget. Team Pablo. Thanks, boys. Suindá Lodge. Ugh. Amazing. Let's let her go. Beautiful fish. Beautiful day. Go. Phew. Good job.
Good job, man.
Good job.
Some places live up to the dream. Some places exceed it. The Upper Paraná River is one of those places. It humbled me. It tested me. And on the last day, it rewarded me in a way I will never forget.